And we have Mr. I Stay Woke. And Mr. I Stay. Mr. I Stay Woke. And Mr. I Stay Woke. And Mr. I Stay
What up, what up, what up? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Monroe, and I'm right back at you with another real estate video. We had a question that came into the Facebook group, and so I just wanted to come in and try to give a few pointers, give some value, give back to the community. We're streaming live on the Instagram Live at Chris Monroe STL. We're streaming live on the YouTube channel at Chris Monroe STL. And we're streaming live in the Woke Real Estate Investors Group. If you haven't joined that, you're asleep. Let's see what we got over here. They say, what up, what up, what up? Oh, yeah. And if you're watching within the Facebook group, since it's a private group, you have to give them permission to use your name on the screen. That's why it shows up as a Facebook user instead of you. There's a little link you can click in the description of this video. Let's see, stay woke, hashtag. Where's the hat, Chris Monroe? Oh, man, where the hat? Which one color you want? Red, blue, green? We got all the colors. You can get you one as well at wokerealestate.com. So let's see what we got here. What up, what up? So the question of the day, let's see here. We had a question come in. You know, I love questions because without questions, we don't know nothing. No, because, you know, I don't know anything anyway. I go into every deal with the same position. I know nothing. I know nothing. I just know to ask good questions to give them a chance to give me a good answer. And that's exactly what somebody did today by going into the Woke Real Estate Investors Group. Coming in, Darius Smith says, can you wholesale a deal that's getting a $203,000 loan? Can you? Well, I would say yes. You can wholesale a deal that's getting a loan. I've done this several times in my short real estate investing career. Was able to be done simply by, you know, protecting myself in the deal and informing the seller of what the real deal is. Because, you know, you don't want them to get into the deal and feel like, well, if my financing falls apart, I can just get out of this deal. Okay, you think you can, but not the way we set it up here. So what I would say, one of the things to make sure you're conscious of is if you are going to have a deal, say you got a house under contract for X number of dollars for X number of days, it's very important that you inform that potential buyer that, yeah, we got a date, we got to close by. You know, how soon can you close? You know, if they're going to use conventional financing, a hard money lender, some type of a semi-hard money lender like Longhorn, one of these people that's, you know, all across the United States, everybody's got different rules and regulations, seasoning periods, all this little fine print that nobody never reads on the paper. You know, you ain't going to read it. So you just let him know what's going on. What I would say is timeliness, making sure they are aware of the time, how much time you have to get the deal done, how much time we got before we have to close this deal. So say you lock up a deal for 30 days, you don't want that buyer, you know, going up to your end date. I mean, you can, but there's some small fine print for that. The only way I would do something like that, it's not really the only way, but one of the ways that I do to protect myself in the deal, if somebody's using financing or cash, it really doesn't matter. I want that non-refundable. I like that non-refundable. So say they put $5,000 or $10,000 down, you don't perform, say your loan don't go through, the sky falls, Trump do something crazy, whatever happens, the money's gone, man. Is that wrong? The money's gone, man. I want that non-refundable. So that's the risk you take. You better know your financing is straight, which I've had people do it several times and they've been successful with it, but they know how their lender is. You know what I mean? So you want somebody who kind of know what they're doing, not just getting into the game, throwing something together like, yeah, I got I'm pre-approved letter. I got a pre-approved letter. And you know they're going to go through and inspect it and say, oh, they're not going to give you the money for whatever reason. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. You want them to know that, hey, this is the rules. This is how it goes. We need a non-refundable. Minimum, in my mind, $5,000. Because you know that at least say if they don't go through with the deal for whatever reason, the financing falls through, life falls apart, there's some money there to help make you as the wholesaler and your potential seller whole, or to even make a mortgage payment if you need to make a payment or whatever. You know, you want to make people straight, you know, and that's why I'm a straight shooter. I let them know, yeah, you can try to do this financing thing. We normally only do these all cash, but let me ask you this: how soon can you close? You got to quiet after you ask these questions. There's always a good pause. When you get good at asking questions and pausing, that makes you a real good negotiator. So how soon can you close, Mr. Buyer? Great. All right. So what's the name you need on that paperwork for this assignment agreement we're going to draw up? Because I control the paperwork as well. Try to keep control of the deal. You know, some people are like, oh, I'll send you my my offer over on some document. And I'm like, what is all this fine print? No, 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 no. I don't know what that stuff's saying. You want to have yourself protected in the deal. That's why you got to have good paperwork. And if you don't have the right paperwork, wokerealestate.com is a place that you can get that type of stuff. So timeliness, number one thing, that non-refundable, the number two thing, and three, clear rules. You let them know that, hey, if it don't fall through, if you fall off, it don't work out, something ain't right, hey, don't blame me, man. That non-refundable is gone. Now, if it's something on our fault that say we got a deal under contract and it come back some lien pop up from some sewer company or some person, some entity, baby mama drama, something comes up, then hey, yeah, that's something different. They can have their money back. But if it's something on their behalf, on their fault, and my paperwork outlines that clearly, if it's your fault that this thing doesn't go through, I'll take that money. I'll just take it like this shirt. Cash money, baby. So let's see here. I think we got a couple of questions. If this video helps you out in any type of way, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching in a Woke Real Estate Investors group, still leave a little smart comment. Let me know you came in and say something. Just let me know you was breathing. Let me know you was breathing on the mic. So let's see if we got any questions in here. We got some questions on Instagram as well. Can you wholesale? Let's see. We got a question on Instagram first. Can you wholesale a short sale property? Same thing, timeliness. Can they do it quick? One thing, and two, you're probably going to have to double close it, because if you're dealing with the bank, when you start dealing with these third parties, they all got fine print little rules that, hey, yeah, you can't do this and you can't do that, and you don't want to be caught up in the middle of that. So that's why I like dealing with private sellers. People say, oh, you can get a deal from the bank. Yeah, you can, but you better play by the bank's rules. When you play with these rules, when you're dealing with a one-on-one with a private individual, you pretty much create the rules, because your program dictates, this is how we do business, Mr. Seller. This is how we normally do it. Typically, we pay the closing costs on these deals. So you can make these deals and make these deals work, basically. How do you wholesale a property that's 3 weeks away from auction? Lock it up low and sell it quick. 3 weeks should be more than enough time, depending on your jurisdiction. I mean, around here, the fastest I've ever seen is about 5 or 6 days. But, you know, sometimes people can do it quicker. You know, you have to be speedy when you're dealing with foreclosure things. You're dealing with banks. You're dealing with any kind of third-party mumbo jumbo. You got to be swift if you want to be like Chris. But I usually try to deal with private sellers, like I say. Good question there, Kelvin, over here on Instagram. Back to the Facebook or YouTube. What we got over here? Chris Monroe, when you bringing Chris Haskins on? Now, that's a good question. When we gonna bring Chris Haskins on? Just watched him earlier doing a nice interview with David from Deal Machine, talking about that Deal Machine app, Driving for Dollars, where you can send out these little postcards like this. If you ain't using Deal Machine, you're asleep. If you ain't tried it out yet, go ahead and get that Deal Machine app. Put in the promo code WOKE, W-O-K-E, for a free trial and free deal credits just to try it out. And you'll be hooked. You'll be like, man, why was I writing down all these properties? I can just do ding, 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 Driving for Dollars, keep it moving, and move like a scholar. So let's see what else we got here. Good question there, Daniel. Let's see here. You love that idea, non-refundable. That's right. We want to be non-refundable. And the reason is that because I want some skin in the game. That makes people act right. You see, if you just do, I'm going to tell you a little story here. I had a guy, I got a house under contract here in South St. Louis. Somebody came, oh yeah, I want to buy the house. I want to see it. I'm going to come see it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm a cash buyer, whoop-de-whoop, talking big talk, right? I'm like, oh yeah, we got a cash buyer. Everybody is, right? You're a cash buyer if it's $1. Nevertheless, I go meet the guy. I normally don't show properties, but I went on and met the guy over there because I was in the area. So I went on and met the guy at the house. He liked it. He sees it. You know, we negotiate a little bit back and forth. I said, all right, I'll get back to you in a little bit. I come on home, you know, just to give a little time, make him think I'm thinking about something, even though I already know what I want to do on the deal anyway. You know, you got to know, but you know, you don't, that's part of negotiation too. You don't want to accept offers too quick. You want to give a little pause in there, like you're thinking about it, or let me check with my partner, or, you know, let me refer to a third party, make it seem like it's some kind of they got a deal. You want to make them feel like they won. So to make him feel like he won, I waited about 30 minutes and I sent them a text back, said, yeah, would you consider doing, I think it was 36,000 on the deal, something like that, because it was cheap. I think I only had like 39 on it, and he was offering like 30. And so I'm like, well, I think we can get this done if you're willing to do 36,000. Would you consider doing 36,000 on a property? That's the way I do it. Everything's a question. Even my offer's a question. Even my counter offer's a question. If you master questions, you'll be a master at this game. Questions. So I asked him, would you consider 36,000 on this property? Sure, we'll do it. That's great. So I'm like, okay. So we get the information, get his, you know, what's the LLC is going in. I fill out all the paperwork, and I'm like, well, let me ask you this: how much can you put towards that non-refundable? Guess what this fool told me? And this is a fool move. Guess what this fool told me? Go and put in the comments what you think he put. I'm gonna give you a second. Blew me away. Not too long. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up. Share it out if you're on Instagram as well. You can share on Instagram to somebody who likes real estate and stuff like that. And you can share on, you can't share out the Woke Real Estate Investors Group, but you can share on, what is it, YouTube. So they say $100, $1, $10, $10,000. Corey Nicole over here says $0. How you doing, Corey? All right. Daniel says 100. Yeah, well, you're getting pretty close. Look like 2 people actually guessed it. And that's right. $100. My man told me $100. He tried to treat me like a motivated seller. Who he think he was talking to? He didn't know he was talking to Chris Monroe of the Chris Monroe Show. Told me $100. I'm like, yeah, that's not any skin in the game, bro. You talking like a cash buyer, and you came real cheap when it was time to drop that money. And it ain't like he paying it to me. He putting it in escrow. You see what I'm saying? This guy came to me sideways like I'm a baby in the game or something. Who you think you're playing with, man? $100. That ain't no skin in the game. He can't even lose with that. So he basically was trying to wholesale my deal. Long story short, he was trying to go and take my deal and shop it around and find somebody else to buy the deal. And it ain't happening, man. Not with no $100. I need some skin in the game. Now you drop me $3, $4, $5 grand down, non-refundable. Shop that deal all you want, baby. I don't care. I want that money in the game because, you know, there's a saying that I have for things like this. You know, I have a saying for this. And this was one of my students as well. They had a deal like, oh, I'm going to wait. They had a deal locked up thinking that, oh, yeah, I got a potential buyer and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And I'm like, well, did they do some paperwork or did they put some money down or what did they do? Oh, no, they said they're going to let me know on Monday. And I said, no, 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 no. We have a saying for that. The marketing don't stop until the deposit is dropped. Or flip it around, until the deposit is dropped, the marketing don't stop. So you keep marketing for a buyer until you get some skin in the game. Skin in the game, baby. You got to get some skin in the game, because if you don't, you're playing games. And you don't want to be playing this game with these people, because there's some savvy slicksters out here. They lock up your stuff for 30, 40 days. Oh, there was another thing too, that $100 guy. I said, how soon can you close? Oh, we can close in 30 days. I said, oh, no. Cash buyers don't talk like that, homeboy. That's wholesaler talk. You talking about 30 days. You talking about looking for a buyer. We ain't falling for that. That's the talk I talk. I teach the talk. How you gonna talk that talk to me? He ain't know who he was playing with. So we hit the road, Jack, like my boy said over here. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. So we got him up out of here. So let's see here. We had another question up here on the IG. Let me see if I can get back to it without messing up something. When you say lock it up low, what if the mortgage is too high, but they got a pre-foreclosure? Well, it's not a deal. You can only lock it up for, you know, the price it is. The numbers are what the numbers are. When I say lock it up low, you have to lock it up low enough to where it's actually a wholesale deal. If the mortgage is more than it is to qualify for a deal that some end buyer would actually go spend that money and pay cash for it, you're not going to be able to make that deal work. It's just simple as that. It's not a deal as far as wholesale. Now, it might be a subject to deal. It might be a wraparound mortgage deal. It might be a lease or sandwich lease option deal or one of those other creative deals. It could be something creative like we teach each and every day, 7 days a week at wokerealestate.com. So that's the answer to that. He said that wholesaler talk, buddy. He was tripping. That's right. That's right, Josh. That was wholesaler talk. He tried to talk to me like I was a rookie. He didn't know who he was talking to. All right, let's see. We got some more questions over here on YouTube and Instagram. Corbin Nicole say, do you ask for a POF and a non-refundable? Actually, I have never asked for a a POF, or proof of funds, because you can go get a proof of funds right on the internet. I can get you one right now in less than 30 seconds. I mean, it takes that long to get a proof of funds letter. So generally, I don't really live off of that world. I mean, some people teach to do that. I say get some skin in the game. Somebody come drop me 10 grand non-refundable down. They're probably going to act right. Wouldn't you agree? Come drop me $10,000 or $20,000, and probably that's kind of high, but drop me 5 to 10 grand down, non-refundable. You're probably going to do the right thing. You're going to do everything in your power not to lose your money. I would think so. So a proof of funds to me really has no teeth. I mean, it does to say they can perform, but when they drop that money, they're going to make sure they perform, and that protects me in the deal, like I said earlier, and protects my seller. That, even if you don't perform and something happen and it don't work out, I can kind of make them whole again, make myself whole again, and everybody's not as upset as they would have been with an extra free $5,000 and still go sell a deal for the same money you was going to get before they locked up your deal and messed you up. How about them apples? And I've seen that happen before. Hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm waiting for that day. Let me get a free $5,000 and still go sell a house. I love it. So let's see here. What else we got here? Yep, you're right, Daniel. Yep, he's a rookie playing with a vet, and that's what they try to do. So let's see here. Stay woke, family. Check in. Let us know you're here. All right, we got Chris Dupree says, "What up, Chris? I got a rent to own under contract, but I'm having trouble finding tenant buyers. Any tips? Keep doing your thing." Thank you for that. All right, Chris Dupree, you got a good name, so you already winning just because your name Chris. You can't lose with a name like that. How can you lose? So what I would do if you have a rent to own house under, it's probably a reason why it's not selling, and there's really only 2 reasons that I think any deal won't sell. 1, the price is too high, or 2, your marketing is not good enough. That's usually the only 2 reasons that I can ever figure out why a deal wouldn't sell, whether that's a wholesale deal or a terms type deal like this rent to own deal. Price too high, or your marketing sucks. You want to get your marketing game up. So you want to make sure you flood the area, 50 bandit signs if you have to, all over the little area there. Rent to own home, 3-bedroom bath with some price on it. Or you can just have a phone number. Rent to own home, phone number. House for rent to own, no banks needed. You want to make sure they know bad credit okay, or challenged credit okay, no banks needed. These are buzzwords that you want to drop into your marketing, whether it's on a bandit sign, real short with a number. You want to put it up on Zillow if you have that. If you have a rent to own deal, I put them on Zillow and find tenant buyers. Facebook Marketplace, the #1 place that I found most of my tenant buyers on my properties. Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups. What else we got? We got a lot of places. Craigslist, OfferUp, Facebook, Let Go, you name it. What else we got here? My House Deals. You can put it on that site, myhousedeals.com. Connected Investors, another place you can market for a buyer, tenant buyer or cash buyer. Who else? And any other local place you can find in your market. Another place, I believe, you can try Bigger Pockets as well. You can post deals right into biggerpockets.com. Post a deal up in there as well. So hopefully that should help you out. That should get you in there. What are you doing so far as your marketing, Chris? If I haven't named something there. Good question. So many ways to get a deal closed. That's right. All right, let's see here. Shoot, that's someone who is serious dropping that kind of money. That's right. You put $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 down, non-refundable. You're probably going to do the right thing, regardless if your lender doesn't act right. Yep, and Corey Nicole says it too. Put your rent to own on Marketplace. In fact, since we got Corey Nicole right here, don't forget, coming up in March the 5th through the 8th, we're going to be down in Smoky Mountains of Tennessee with Corey Nicole, with Christina Spells, with the Duru, with Sister Shanika, and yours truly, Chris Monroe, the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, broadcasting live right there in the Smoky Mountains. It's a 4-day, looks like 3 nights and 4 days in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. If you don't have tickets to that, you need to go get those tickets. You can get tickets at that site right there that's shown at theshiftreiretreats.com, or go to wokerealestate.com and check out the events page. It's posted there as well. Go and check out the events. That's the event that's coming up March 5th through the 8th. It'll be epic. It'll be great. March 5th through the 8th of 2020. You got a few months. It's definitely a good place you want to check out for going into the new year. Definitely check that out. The Real Estate Investors Winter Retreat in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. Hope to see you there. Come out and shake your hand and kiss your baby if you bring your baby with you. I don't even know if you can, but that's what we got going on March the 5th through the 8th. Check that out. Let's see here. Any more questions? What else we got here? Yep, Craigslist, Facebook, even flyers. Yep, all that stuff. Do what you got to do. You got it. You got it. That's right, Corey Nicole. Woohoo! And then Chris Dupree, go to a RIA meeting. That's right. You're local. If you touch local, well, I don't know. I mean, you probably could find a tenant buyer there, but you got to remember one thing. When you're dealing with tenant buyers and rent-to-owns and creative stuff like that, the demand is 100 times bigger than the supply. You got more people that are non-qualified with a little bit of money if your house is good. Now, if your house needs a lot of repairs, that's going to make it very difficult to move that rent-to-own deal, just being honest with you. If you got a fixer-upper, you can even market it as that because you want to weed out all these people. You don't want to get flooded with a bunch of calls. My phone calls on rent-to-own deals go straight to a voicemail that lets them know how our rent-to-own program works, tell us what you like, and all that good stuff. We put all that right into the beginning. A down payment is required to move into any of our homes. I disclose that way early in the conversation. So there's no confusion when it comes time to drop that money like it's funny. So let's see what else we got here. I think we had another question over here on Instagram. Let's see what we got here. What is your favorite list to cold call? I don't really cold call. I have virtual assistants do that. But if I was to cold call, I would probably get people that were in some type of motivation, pre-foreclosures, absentee owners, really, even though that's not really a pain point, but I've been lucky with absentee owners or landlords, disgruntled landlords. Most of the deals I've done as far as wholesaling and terms deals have been disgruntled landlords. So, I mean, that's just my experience, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's always the best. But those are some that get you going. Good question there. When do you, let's see here. When do you talk offers? Should I do that over the phone or should I book an appointment and talk numbers in person? Good question, Josh. Should you talk numbers over the phone or should you talk numbers in person? Some people teach to do it in person. I do ask question series over the phone. I want to know how they feel about certain things. What do you think you will want to get for your house, Mr. Seller? Are you flexible on that price, Mr. Seller? Before I even go see the house. Now, if that's on a wholesale deal. On a terms deal, I generally have the numbers already made out on the terms. But, I leave room for tweaking once I go and actually view the house, if I go see the house. Because I've locked up deals. Like today, I locked up a wholesale deal on a house I've never seen. I never met the seller. I never even been inside the property. Locked it up today. So we just got to find a buyer for it now. So I suggest if you get really good on the phone, you can do it without necessarily doing. You don't have to beat them up on price, because if it's real tight on numbers, you want to go see them. That's the time where, if you got to go see them or build more rapport or do something else to try to make that deal work, you need to do whatever it takes to get that deal to work. That's what I would say. But good question there, Josh, over here on Instagram. All right, let's see. Back to the Facebook. What up, though? Chris Jackson. What up, man? Just locked up a good house up here for you. You need to buy this house. This is a good one. It's a good one for you. On the north side, up by the NGA. Up there where they're going to build it at. Let's see here. And Corey Nicole says that it's all-inclusive. Alcohol and food is included in that event in March. So March 5th through the 8th, alcohol and food is included in your ticket price. So come on down and kick it with your boy, kick it with your girl, kick it with your family. Do something great with yourself. Let's see here. Chris Monroe kissing babies. That's right. Whatever it takes to get the deal done, man. You got to close these deals. Wrap them up, roll them up. A Facebook user. How much time do I have to pay EMD for a listed property once my offer is accepted? Now, that's all contingent on your contract. I usually put mine in and say 5 days. I did make an offer on a house last week that was listed on the MLS. I don't know if you all saw that video that I did with David. He was on with a live stream on YouTube a couple of weeks ago where we actually talked about how to make offers to a house that's on the MLS listed. So I actually took every bit of advice he said and I made an offer, even though it got rejected because they were asking 186. I saw that they dropped it to 179. So I said, seems like a motivated seller. So I sent in an offer for 109 because I had inside information to know that their mortgage was only 102. So I know that I made an offer that was above the mortgage, give them a little bit of money and something to pay the real estate agent so that they can get up out of the deal. So I offered 109 because that's way more than the price I could get for it. I think I could have sold it for like 125, and I still think I can sell it for 125 if I can get them lower than that, because the house is out in a nice area in Baldwin in St. Louis, and it's a 4-bedroom house. So it's a good deal if I can get it locked up. But they rejected it immediately. But the real estate agent was pretty friendly with it as well. She wasn't like, oh, that's too low, they ain't gonna take it. She was like, well, we'll see what she says. So I kind of like that agent. I might keep her in the hip pocket. So what's up over here on IG? And so if, like I said, this video helped you out in any kind of way, give it a thumbs up. Share it out to somebody who might want to know about some real estate. Let's see here. What else we got here? Okay, let's see. Somebody said they can't post comment. Chris Monroe, do you think we will see an increase of probate deals during the holiday season? Divorce mostly. Possibly. You know, the market's going to do what the market's going to do. I don't even really worry about that. I just stay consistent with the marketing, you know, because I've only been doing this about a year myself. So a lot of people say, oh, it's going to get cold and the market's going to shift and people aren't going to do as many deals. Deals don't stop. People still getting divorced. People still losing jobs. People still dying every day. People still going to the hospital. All type of stuff's going on. Life still happens. The world is still rotating. So you just keep on marketing for deals, no matter what the market is doing here. That's what I say. You know, that's just my motto. Keep the marketing out, because if you don't, you won't even know what's going on. You just won't know. So I definitely say keep marketing and see what's going on in the marketplaces. I did more deals in the wintertime than I probably did in the spring. I actually slacked off in the spring. I got kind of lazy, just to be honest with you. I slowed down on the marketing. I got comfortable. I sat back. I was like, oh man, I got this. This easy, man. You better keep marketing. Your deal flow slow down. As a matter of fact, when I went to We Live last year in March, I didn't even do a deal in April at all. So I skipped the whole month, no deal. I was like, we got to do a deal all the time. So, you know, that's what happens when you get a little lazy and complacent. And if you're looking for contracts, cool gear, or coaching, I coach this real estate stuff one-on-one, walk you through your deals, help you negotiate your deals with sellers, with buyers, talk to people on your behalf if I have to, get on there. Yeah, I'm with my partner, even though I'm in a whole other market, no matter where you're in the United States. I get on the phone with you if I have to help walk you through a deal, to help you close that deal up with that buyer or that seller, whatever we're dealing with at that time. Find out more information about that for the coaching program at wokerealestate.com. WokeRealEstate.com is the website, and just go to the coaching page and you can see what's going on there. Also, if you're looking for, let me see here. If you're looking to get more leads, because everybody always want to get more leads, go ahead and check out that wokesource.com, aka PropStream. Get you some information on, you know, sellers, buyers, all type of stuff. Unlimited, I wouldn't say unlimited, but damn near unlimited data, so much data you can't process it. Just like I was just telling you about that deal, I was able to go back and look and see how much their mortgage was. It was approximately 102 is what they owed on the house. So that's why I made the offer for 109. That would have been enough to pay the real estate agent their little commission of $3, $4, $5 grand, whatever, and give them a little bit of pocket money. And I told them I would pay the closing costs. So they counter offered me back and said the lowest they would take on that deal was 169 because there's a mortgage. That agent don't know that I know that the mortgage is way less than that. She's trying to milk me. So I told her, let me know if something happens or something changes, and we'd be more than happy to do a deal with them. And the crazy thing about that particular deal with that agent is I knew about that deal before it got listed. That was a failure to follow up. That's my weak suit. I confess. My follow-up game is not as strong as it should be. I've been working on it every day, getting it stronger. That's why I've been getting my VA stronger and put them in charge of that, following up. Because the fortunes are in the follow-up. Wouldn't you agree? The fortunes are in the follow-up. So if you're not following up with these people, I let a whole deal go by, because that lead came to me from the Ringless voicemail drop. The lady, I got her on the phone. She said, yeah, we don't want to sell this house, but there's a house in Baldwin that we want to sell. But I never got to get in contact with them before they listed it. Some kind of way their real estate agent out-hustled me and locked up that deal and put it on the contract and put it on the MLS to sell it, when I already knew about this house way before. So I don't know what's going on my Instagram. Something happened here, so I'm going to end it. My Instagram story got knocked off, but it don't matter. They got enough information anyway over there. So let's see if we got anything else over here. Consistency. That's right, Daniel. Consistency is key. And Chris Jackson, ramp up your marketing 3 times the volume during the holidays. That's right, Chris. See, he's been through several cycles. How long you been doing this, Chris? About 2-3 years or something, or more than that? Because you've been around a little while, so you know. Ramp up that marketing, regardless of what they say. Do that thing. It makes sense. Let them trickle throughout the new year. Exactly. I did more deals through the wintertime. All right. Chris Dupree. Craigslist and a couple signs from what you're saying. Got to go harder. That's right. And I got some other videos on my YouTube channel as well that if you go back and watch, just go to my real estate playlist. There's a whole list of about over 100 videos to go over so much stuff. I didn't even realize it was over 100 videos. Can you believe I made over 100 videos? Good night. About 110 videos on real estate. But there's a playlist on here for that. Let's see here. On the YouTube channel. Let's see here. Do you have a transactional lender source that charge a fair rate? I do not. I have never used a transactional lender. But I would say check in your local real estate market. Like go to some RIA meetings, talk to those people, the people that are doing hard money lending and transactional funding and things like that in your market. Those will be the best sources for that. I don't know who that is because it says Facebook user, because you got to push that link in the bottom. If you're on Facebook, hit that link and it'll give you permission, because we're in a private Facebook group. So it's going to make you have to give permission to do that. And Chris, you say you've been doing it since 2015. All right. So you've seen several cycles of this craziness. Several cycles. Automated follow-up is best. You're right, Chris. Automated. Everything. If I could put everything on a system, I don't want to remember nothing, because I can't remember nothing. I be doing too many things. I got several businesses. I got 14 streams of income. Real estate is just the latest one. So I'm trying to get that going. But if I think that's going to do it for today. You say, Chris, you say you're still a newbie. Yeah, right. I'm a newbie. I'm 15 months in. I'm the newbie in this mud. So yeah, hopefully this video helps you out. Like I say, if you haven't, like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, you need to go ahead and get into the Woke Real Estate Investors Group. If you're in a Woke Real Estate Investors Group, you need to follow on other social media like Instagram. I put in little stuff throughout the day. I do stories throughout the day. I do my live calls with sellers throughout the day on Instagram at Chris Monroe STL. So make sure you're following there. Matter of fact, let me put it up on the screen here. I know you like visual. They like visual stuff. They want to see stuff. They say, show me the money, baby. Show me the money. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Follow me on Instagram at Chris Monroe STL. You can also follow me on other social media at Chris Monroe STL. There's Snapchat, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's Facebook. That's all of them. YouTube too, at Chris Monroe STL. I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. 30 minutes in on a fly. Hopefully that answered that original question that was asked, which was, what was the original question? Can you wholesale a deal with a house with a loan? And sure you can. So thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, give it a thumbs up, share it out to somebody who might need to know this stuff, and do what you do. Be who you be, and I'll see you. Yeah, you right there, the one I'm touching, before you see me. Peace out, family.
Mr. I stay woke. Hey, 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 Mr. I stay on point in the game. Don't count me out. And we have and we have and we have Mr. I stay woke.